Hello everybody, I hope you're having a really great day. Today I'm going to do my autumn-winter wardrobe switchover, and that's basically taking these boxes out of the depths of my wardrobe and emptying them out, taking out all my winter things and putting that back in my wardrobe. That bit should be fairly simple because in theory I will have assessed those things before they went back in the box, but it doesn't always work out that way. The more complicated part is taking the summer things out of my wardrobe, assessing the things I haven't worn and why, and working out what I'm going to donate, sell, mend. So that's what we're going to do today. As you will know from previous videos, I like to take a really sustainable approach to my wardrobe. I don't like going and doing big hauls of clothes. I really try to reduce the amount of clothes that I buy. And this is one of the major ways that I do this, by going through my wardrobe, knowing what's already in there, what holes I have to fill, or what things are starting to wear through that I love, so that I can start to be on the lookout for pieces to replace them with and do that in a really sustainable way. Sometimes I buy secondhand from charity shops, and sometimes I invest in really good quality, locally made or well-made products. So I hope this is really helpful to you. If you haven't seen last year's video, do go and watch that. I know lots of people found that very helpful. There'll probably be more tips in that video that explain a little bit about how I assess clothes, my personal style, how I assess the things in my wardrobe, although probably today's video will be quite similar in lots of ways. So I'm going to start by taking out the autumn winter stuff, which is the bit I get so excited about. Super quick assessment. I am going to keep everything I put back in the box. I think when I put it back in the box, I must have thought about what I was putting back. There's a few things that I'm not totally sure about. There's a few things that are like, I'll probably wear them a couple of times, but I will wear them a couple of times. This is a journey. I am not at my final destination. So this is my pile of spring summer dresses that I figure some of them can be layered, but lots of them are very light or can't quite be layered enough for the deepest, darkest depths of cold, windy England. Hang on, that one can be layered. I'm going to put that one back in. Next we're going to do this side. We'll tackle the t-shirts because most of those will go back in a box. So these are all the ones going back in the box. I actually just really like all of them. These are the ones that are probably too detailed and summery or too light to wear layered or wear in the winter. And then there's only one that I'm getting rid of. And I think I might just put it in my special box. I really enjoy this top. I love it, but I have literally not worn it. It's not practical as a mummy. And every time I've put it on to go out, it just doesn't have enough colour for me. And then staying, we've got things that can be layered really easily or slightly thicker cotton. So anything that will go under a jumper, basically. Why have those two gone back in there? Hang on, let's figure that out. I probably need a couple of these for layering. I'll keep the silk ones for layering. That's better. I just like to have a few things I can layer under jumpers, and in previous years I've not put anything I could layer under jumpers back in my wardrobe, which was a problem. This was one of those wardrobe winners this year, and it's one of those ones that in previous years, I think I thrifted it, but it had like a secondary or a third tier of poof at the bottom, and so it was just the wrong length. I just took it off and sewed it back up, and I wore it all the time. It was such an easy fix. Some things just need just a few inches taken off the bottom for you to wear it. We've got a bit of a hanger situation happening. There's almost one full box, which is all the dresses and the tops, and a lot of hangers. So here's my pile of spring summer bottom things. I wore so many of these, so I think most of them are going to go back in the box again. I can't believe there's literally like one thing so far. Love this. You can tell my mum. There's a giraffe on the floor right there. And then the pile of things that have gone back in, there's actually not that many. There's just 4, but I know there's more in the pile of stuff there. So I'm not even getting rid of anything again, but this skirt is so lovely, but it's always in the wrong section because I actually wear this most for sort of more special occasions, slightly fancier occasions rather than every day. So that needs to go in a separate part of the wardrobe. And I kind of think because of special occasions, it can be in my wardrobe year round. And then these trousers are this kind of light cotton, but autumnal colours. So I'm going to put those in the top of the box because I have a feeling I will reach for them anyway, but it depends on the weather. So next up, I'm going to attack this section, which should be pretty easy. Okay, this is actually proving quite complicated. I've got a pile like there of things that are like spring, summer colours, light cotton. So those are all going. Then those piles are things that I definitely could keep, but I'm not sure I wear all of them. I feel like every 6 months I have to do a denim trouser try on, but I just don't reach for trousers. But I think I should keep the ones that fit, which is probably most of them because I haven't changed size. Then that just leads me to these, which I think I should put away as well because they're lighter cotton things, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I won't keep the yellow ones because those make me happy in the winter. Okay, so I have got all the winter stuff and put it there and put some of the winter skirts and trousers back in the cupboard. There were only about 4 of them. That was easy. Then I've taken out my big fat coats and then I was going to put them there and then realised what I need to do is actually take out my long sleeve tops because that makes more sense to put next to the short sleeve ones, and then put the thick coats next to the jackets, which I also have to go through. And then there's all these things I still have to put back in. This is quite a task, isn't it? It's quite a big job, but it's good. So far I have got rid of one thing. So I know there's one other thing in my wardrobe I definitely want to get rid of, but I don't know. I'm guessing this means I know my style pretty well. It also makes sense that when I go to charity shops, I hardly ever buy anything for myself. I usually buy for the kids. There is one thing I want to write on my list, and that is that I really love another pair of wool trousers, but they tend to run quite expensive or be difficult to find. I have been looking on eBay, but I really dislike buying on eBay unless it's something I've tried on in a store and I know looks good and the size fits. That is one thing to write on my list, so I'll do that now before I forget. And then I'm going to get all those long sleeve tops out and go through those. So I'm finally getting rid of another thing. This I really love. It's super classic, it's feminine, it's all of the things, the comfortable, but it's just too small. And I think I have in mind someone that will look great in it that I can give it to. I've got such long arms and they just look too short on me. So that one is a go-in. But I have now organised it so that I've got dresses and then jackets. This jacket is like a mystery to me. It's a really thick kind of quilted jacket. And I always think, oh, it's spring summer colours, maybe it's a spring summer jacket, but I never wear it in spring summer. So I'm going to try and see if I'll layer it. Otherwise I will just get rid of it. It's got these kind of half sleeves. So again, I'm just not quite ever sure what to wear it with, but on days where I don't want to keep pushing my sleeves up and it's not that cold, it'll be perfect. So maybe it's a good mid-season thing, but it is nice and thick and so soft. Anyway, so I've also got a couple of cardigans hanging up. So that's kind of my light jacket section. And now I've got to do all the big fat coat section and then the fat jumpers and the light jumpers. Let's really hope I can get rid of something else. Maybe I should just get rid of this jacket. I'm never going to wear it, am I? Oh, I'm going to quarantine it. I'm going to do it. I've got way too many things in there, even if I've still got like a million hangers here. Let's put that in the quarantine section and see if I think about it or reach for it at all. Okay, this is a thing. There's like a lot of jumpers, but it's England, it gets cold. I will wear them, but I'm not sure I'm going to wear all of them. There's some lighter cotton ones that potentially just need to go in the summer box, and then thicker ones, and then cardigans, and then all the ones that I deemed too warm and went in the winter box last time. So I think what I might do is section cardigans in one section, put those back in, put the cotton ones back in a box because I don't think I'm going to wear those. Maybe. Then I've got like lighter knit wool layers, and then we'll see where we go. Okay, so the only thing that I'm not keeping is this, and that's also because it's too small, but I love this, and the second my daughter can wear it like slightly oversized, I'm keeping it for her because it is just too cute not to. And this is the situation with the wardrobe. There is still one thing to do, and that is the comfies section, which I think there'll be some things to get rid of in there. But this is the situation. I've got cardigans there, thick knits there. Then I moved all of my trousers across onto one layer. And then these are my wool and tencel tops. Now this is the box I've got to tackle, and I'm going to check my scarves box as well. So I'm going to take that one out of there and we'll see what we can do with it. Okay, so it's much more organized now. I'm very happy about it. I've just got like singular hoodie, a couple of jammers, my waterproof trousers that I'm not sure are very waterproof, and then just like lounging housey trousers things. This is a pair of new, this is about the only new thing in here, the rest are just all sort of tatty and old. They're kind of like these nude biker shorts, so I can wear it underneath dresses. And then I've got just some plain layering tops again, and then my workout stuff, which basically never gets used, but maybe, you never know, could happen. Then I've got this, I made this, and clearly I have not folded it very well. I made this lovely pyjama set out of an old duvet and I love it. I've worn it loads, which is why it looks super used. It's probably ready for a bit of a wash and then to be stored away. I will wear it over winter. And then these are the only things going back in the box, just a bunch of shorts I'm definitely not going to wear around the house because it'll be too cold, and a couple of tops that are just, I won't layer with and are much more summer appropriate. These are the only things I'm not keeping. There's this belt that's got some staining on it. Don't know where that came from. I might see if I can get it off because I do like this belt, but belts I wear once in a blue moon anyway. So if it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. I don't know how that got there. It might be from my other black belt. And then there's this top, which is again one of those tops I love. It's 100% cotton. It's got this broderie anglaise kind of detail on it. But when I wore it, it was just uncomfortable. Also didn't look that good. So it wasn't worth it to me. So I don't know, that might go in the not sure what to do about it pile rather than going away straight away. Then this is the last thing, and I don't think actually I really need to go through it at all. You can kind of see, or I can kind of see my scarves. I haven't changed my scarves in ages. I only buy a scarf like once in a blue moon, or make one, for example. This is the first thing I ever knit and it's got holes in it, but I just love it. And then there's hats at the bottom, and I don't think I quite need to go through or reach for that, and it's quite curated anyway. Like I pretty much wear the same gloves and then just mostly wear this scarf and this scarf, occasionally this one, and then that's more like spring. So I have two very full boxes that are going to go back in the wardrobe in the corner there, and then I have all these hangers which I have to figure out what to do with. Okay, I've gone through this bag of random things. There's one pair of trousers that I'm sure I'm never going to wear again. They're just totally impractical for my life. And then this, I've hummed and hawed about putting that back in the wardrobe, but I think I'm going to keep it in here because it's so bulky. Then I can reach for it if I want to. It's really good to go through this so I know what I've got. Like I've got like a cute Easter shirt, and I've got a cute Valentine's shirt, for example. And I've got like my big shawl, some of my leather things, just things I don't wear all the time. So this is all I'm going to get rid of today, which is not that much, but I can promise you in the next week that a significant amount, probably another pile the same, of things will come out of my wardrobe just because I have a fresh idea of what's in there. I can just be a bit more ruthless. Obviously things I haven't worn in a while, when I put them back on, I shall be like, oh really? Now I can actually breathe because everything is done, and that took a really long time actually. I feel like that was a good couple of hours. I absolutely love switching my wardrobe over. I so suggest that you all do it. It's really, I want to say cathartic, but that's not quite the right word. It's therapeutic. It's really good to know everything that's in there. It just feels so good, and I feel very ready now for winter rather than not having my woolens out. I was like, well, it's England. It could be 3 degrees tomorrow. Probably isn't going to be, but it could be, and I want to be prepared for that. So the only things I have written down on my list are wide leg wool trousers in brown. I want to try those ones on in toast and cross my fingers that I can find them either in the outlet or on sale. I have written boiled wool jacket. I love my boiled wool jacket. I wear it all the time. It's like the perfect thing to protect me kind of from the wind and the elements all at the same time, and it looks really like soft and lovely, and I love it. So keep my eye out. I do occasionally find them in charity shops in the wrong size, so I'm going to keep my eyes open just in case they're in the right size. And I'd love that in like a brown or a green, dark green or something like that. The only other thing on my list is either tights or leggings. Now I usually wear like cotton leggings or cotton tights, like thick cotton, but I'm feeling this might be the year for merino wool, because lots of people have suggested that, and I feel like on a really cold day that's quite a thin layer, and I love my tops that I've got, so I'm thinking leggings would be good. But I've bought merino wool leggings for the kids in the past and they've holed up really quickly, so I'm thinking please let me know which brands that you use, because I reckon some of you will have some fantastic merino wool leggings, and you can let me know where I should buy mine. Anyway, I hope that was interesting and it was super helpful for me, and it was nice to have you join me. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fab rest of your day. Bye.